Hi everyone, thank you so much for joining me again today. I am Judy and welcome back to another video. Woo! So tonight, it's nighttime that I'm recording. So tonight, I want to touch base with you on your goals. I want to find out from you how you're doing on your goals. So one of my goals I had written down was to lose 10 pounds by the end of June. Okay, so basically it's June 2nd now that I'm recording, and I'm still working on this goal. Obviously, I still have less than 30 days to go. So I want to kind of use this goal as an example to you about checking in on a goal. So we had our family meeting, and at our family meeting, we kind of go over our goals and where we are on our goals, try to focus on one of our goals and get some feedback on our goals and how we are doing. So one of my goals that I set at the beginning of the year was to lose 10 pounds by June 30th. Okay. I won't even go into telling you the benefits of losing weight when you're over a certain age. I'm also on the shorter side. So I think I will gain a lot of health benefits from losing weight. And partly also, the goal of losing weight is also tied into being more active and eating healthy. So the end result would be losing weight, but getting up there is even more important, right? So doing the things that you do to help you lose weight is much more important than the actual number on the scale. So for right now, my goal is to keep moving. That's one of the things I wrote down for this goal, was just to keep moving. Right now, I'm focused on getting up in the mornings, getting up and get ready and go for a walk. My internal body clock kind of wakes me up early in the mornings anyway. So while I'm up, I'm like, I might as well put those tights on, those workout gear on, my sneakers, and just go out the door. And it is very, very beneficial. I actually also have a walking trail that is not too far from my home. So I walk to the trail and then I walk the trail for a little bit and then I walk back home. So I've been trying to maximize my time in the morning to do that, especially on the weekends, because I have a lot more flexibility on the weekends, and also trying to squeeze in 2 or 3 more times during the week. My goal is usually 4 days. If I do 4 days in the week, I'm happy. I've met my goal. And that's just great for me, right? I prefer to go in the morning first thing for lots of reasons. One, when it starts to warm up, it will be cooler in the morning. It's quieter, there's less people out. The trail is kind of creepy at times, but we do have a group of people who love to walk and people who jog or cycle in the morning. So I always run into a few people, although it's kind of the creepy side. To be honest, it's kind of creepy. So that's one of the things I decided to do. One of the bite-sized pieces. Remember, we talked about bite-sized pieces. So one of my bite-sized pieces is to keep moving and to do something extracurricular, either walking, playing tennis, or doing an outdoor activity for at least 4 days during the week. For right now, it's been mainly walking, trying to convince my daughter to do some tennis with me. We have rackets, we have balls, we've had them. Let's go, let's go, let's go. But it's neither here or there. So that's the first thing I wanted to do to help me with this goal. The second thing I have written down is to add more veggies on my plate. So if my plate is halfway full of veggies, fiber, the nutrients that are in vegetables, so much better for me, so much better, so much healthier than carbs. I am a carb girl. I love carbs. Not a major meat eater. So I could do without meat to be honest, but carbohydrates are my thing. But I need to fill my plate up with more vegetables and eat more vegetables frequently. I don't have a problem eating fruits. I love fruits, but then I also don't want to have certain fruits like a banana. I don't want to eat an entire banana. So what I've been doing is taking a banana, cutting in half, using half to put in my yogurt bowl in the morning if that's what I'm having. I'll do that. But ultimately, I don't get a lot of bananas anymore. I use fruits. So right now, I'm mainly trying to increase berries. So I'll buy blueberries, I'll buy strawberries, and I'll buy raspberries. And that will be incorporated in my yogurt or, on the go. If I need to grab some fruit, I'll just grab a handful of fruit, of berries, right? So that's something else that I'm trying to do is to increase my vegetable intake on my plate and also eating fruits such as berries more often. Another thing is I have on here is basically cut out refined flours and cut out refined foods and sugar. Okay, so like I said before, I am a carb girl. I love carbohydrates. I love rice. I love pasta. I love dumplings. If you're Jamaican, you know about dumplings. Love dumplings. Fried, boiled, you name a dumpling, I'll eat it. But I have to cut back on the white flour. So pasta, I'm trying to eat less pasta. I'm not going to stop eating pasta. Not going to work. So I'm not even going to put that as a goal. But I am trying to cut back and eat less white pasta. Try to eat more like sweet potatoes, like yams instead of a white potato. Obviously, I don't really eat French fries unless I go somewhere with my daughter and she gets fries. I'll ask her for one or two. That's the thing I do now. Instead of getting some for myself, I try to get her to give me one or two of hers. So I still get the French fry, but I don't have a whole thing for myself. That's just a trick I use. She hates sharing, but we won't even say anything more about that. But that's something I try to do. I'm working on cutting back and cutting out a lot of the white flours and also rice. Between increasing my vegetables, moving, cutting out the refined flours and also cutting out sugars, and drinking more water. And that is my struggle. Water intake. I should have a lot more water each day than I do have. And if anyone have any ideas of how to increase your water intake, let me know, please. Because what I'm thinking I should do, I should get one of those cute fancy cups. Um, that would probably help me a little bit. I've been trying. I've been even taking my water on the go, make sure that if I'm getting in the car, where's my water? Let me take my water. So while I'm in the car, I'll have some, or while I'm waiting, for whatever, I can have some. So I've been trying to do that, but I have to increase my water intake. And that's something that we've talked about. Now, my sister, she has a water cooler that makes it very convenient. So I've contemplated doing that as well. As an example, using my goal of trying to lose 10 pounds by the end of June. Now, mind you, this started in January, okay? But using this example and going through each item that is listed to assist me in meeting that goal of losing 10 pounds will help me determine if these strategies are working, if there are other strategies that I may add, that I should add. You know, having that discussion with someone who you trust, someone who could be your person that can follow up with you with your goals, that will be very beneficial to you. And that's something you want to do when you are reviewing your goals. Okay. So we have one more month. Say it with me. One more month left in this quarter. Okay. So we're going to end it. I don't know about you, but I know I said I'm doing my 4 days a week. I'm going to make sure I do my 4 days a week. I know that I need to increase my water intake. So I'm going to implement one or two more strategies to help me increase my water intake. And if you know of any, please let me know. Please help, please help me out. And that's something that I need to do. And I actually think that one of the strategy to help me increase my water intake is to decrease my coffee intake, because when I drink coffee, I'll have 2 cups of coffee in a pretty big thing. So it works out to be about 2 cups of coffee, about 16 ounces. And it takes me to late to get the coffee done. And sometimes what I'll do is whatever's left over from in the morning, I'll put ice on it and I'll have coffee. So I'm not drinking water, I'm still drinking coffee. So maybe what I need to do is just cut out coffee for a little while and see if that helps me to increase my water. That's something I just thought about while I'm talking to you. But yeah, so I hope this was helpful to you. I kind of talked through me looking at one of my goals, and just want you to remember to do a check-in. Continue to celebrate your wins at the end of each month, or at least at the end of the quarter. So we have 28 more days, I believe we have as of today, 28 more days till the end of the second quarter. Whew, okay. I have so much to do. I don't know about you, but I have a lot more work to do, and I'm going to keep going, and I tell you to do the same. Thank you so much for joining me today for the good of the group. Bye.